Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Lions Den Investments and Reviews. My name is Casey. In today's video, it's Monday, November 9th, and I just wanted to discuss everything that happened last week because things were kind of crazy last week with the elections, all the distractions that were going on. So, as of right now, of course, they're talking about, Biden being our president. So, you know, um, I really, quite frankly, don't care who the president is, whether it's Donald Trump or Biden. And the reason for that is because if you know if you know how to follow the money, right, you'll understand that both parties, doesn't matter what side you're on, left or right, both parties are controlled by central banks. I mean, it's quite obvious. All you have to do is just look at the history of the Federal Reserve. Okay, they're the ones running the show, and so quite frankly, it doesn't matter to me who the president is. But I just wanted to show you the Dow Jones here, because the Dow Jones, we're looking at the daily chart. We had a double top, right? And I kept saying that I was expecting the markets to go much lower because of the double top pattern that we have here. As you can see, the futures in Dow yesterday was up 350 points, and we opened the markets today very strongly. So the markets are already fixing in a price discovery mechanism for a Biden presidency. Okay, um, what you're seeing here on the double top, I would say, is very rare to find. This does not happen very often from a technical analysis perspective. It does happen, but when you're looking at major indexes like this, that just screams to me, you know, capital injection. Okay, from central banks trying to prop up the markets. All right, so the stock market loves it. We'll go ahead. We have to play the market that's in front of us. Okay, as investors and traders. So you know, with that being said, you just got to go along with this. Okay, um, don't make any rash decisions because when it comes to the stock market, anyways, I wouldn't make any rash decisions. I wouldn't make any rash decisions on blockchain right now yet, as well. I would just wait it out because if we go to blockchain real quick, you can see Bitcoin right now is at 15,300, and we're in overbought territory on the daily. So we very likely could come down for a retracement here. It's kind of hard to tell right now because things are getting really tight. So we could go higher due to the stock market going higher, or we could go lower. Which brings me to my next point here with blockchain. There's an article out here from PayPal. Okay, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but PayPal crypto services is to go global early in 2021 and support central bank digital currencies, which are coming. Okay, now this kind of plays into that whole Biden thing with the policies that Biden is going to implement, because of course Biden, and I don't like to talk about politics too much, but you have to kind of look at it for fundamental analysis when it comes to being an investor. Biden is in bed with China, okay? So he's going to make things, when it comes to business with China, probably a lot smoother than what it was with Trump, because with Trump it was more of a, America first. So a lot of the policies changed. Well, he's planning on changing those back to the way they were. Um, It'll be interesting to see what happens with blockchain in that perspective, because you had Steve Mnuchin at Treasury, um, along with Brian Brooks as the currency's uh, comp controller. Okay, so he was controlling the currency. With those two guys under the Trump administration, it'll be interesting to see if Biden gets rid of them and brings in his own two guys for that, and whether or not those guys are going to be blockchain crypto guys. Because if they're not, um, you might see some resistance with projects here in the future that are at least U.S. based when it comes to you know moving forward with their plans on the digital asset side. I know Ripple is talking about moving their headquarters. They're looking for another place so they can get outside the U.S. because right now they're based in San Francisco. So pay attention to that as well. But in this article here, The senior executives at global payments giant PayPal have revealed further details about its plans to aggressively push into the crypto sector next year during the firm's Q3 2020 earnings calls, including plans to support central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs. Clearly, the world is rapidly moving from physical to digital, and that's coming from PayPal CEO Dan Schulman, emphasizing the accelerated rate of change within the payments and financial services sector. Citing discussions with central banks, regulators, and crypto industry leaders, Schulman asserted there is no question that digital currencies are going to be rising in importance, having increasing functionality and increasing prominence. PayPal's chief executive said that through its scale and prominence, the company will help shape the utility of central bank digital currencies, including facilitating interoperability with existing payment rails and fostering acceptance among merchants. Schulman also described the legacy financial system as not working for many ordinary people. And guys, if you look at what happened during the elections, there's a need for blockchain there as well. There's rumors out there. Nobody has been able to prove this yet, but there are rumors out there that the ballots that came in through mail were watermarked, and then they were tracking all this through blockchain. So if that in fact comes out in court hearings as evidence, it'll be really interesting to see what happens with the crypto space and cash flow that's going into the overall market cap for blockchain. Okay, so like right now, like I said, Bitcoin, we're an overbought on the daily, and it's tightening in price, so it's kind of hard to decide whether or not the price is going to go up or go down right now. But we'll wait it out and see what happens here. But that's PayPal. It's not just PayPal, guys, that's getting on board right now. There's several other cross-border payment systems that are in talks right now, or in negotiations to try to help. JP Morgan. Just a few videos ago, I think I covered something on JP Morgan with their blockchain unit. People that they're hiring for that department right now. So it's companies across the board that are integrating into this digital system that we're going into. And I'm honestly, in just my honest opinion here, I could be completely wrong on this, but I think the transfer of wealth that we've been talking about for over a year now, I think that transfer of wealth probably really kicked into high gear, and the transfer was started last week. Okay, because there's so many distractions going on. There's a bunch of smoke and mirrors. It's the problem, reaction, solution. Okay, and last week was a perfect example of that, because it was hey, look here, but don't look here. Okay, and because of that, I think that was the kickoff to the transition of wealth, or the transfer of wealth into this new digital system. Okay, so we'll see what happens here in the next couple months, but I would expect Bitcoin and the crypto market space to go up in value significantly over, say, the 3 to 6 months, because even if the U.S. decides to restrict and regulate more on blockchain, it is a good thing, because it kind of works out the kinks. But that's just the U.S. Okay, this is global, so other countries are going to use it. There's going to be there's going to be a tsunami of cash coming in from other countries besides just the U.S. So it's still, in my mind, it's still extremely bullish in the crypto space, even with a new president in place. It doesn't matter, because you got to remember, monetary policy says let's lower interest rates and print as much money as we can, and that's what the Fed is doing. And you know where that leads if you study history, with other countries' currencies in the past. So those are my thoughts right now, and I just wanted to cover this article on PayPal. Stay tuned for other news and fundamentals and technical analysis here coming up throughout the week. But with that said, if you like what you're hearing, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and you guys have a blessed day. Okay, I will talk to you later.